Namaste, this is Monica and I welcome you to today's practice, which is focused on spinal health. As you know, my practices are rooted in traditional Indian yoga. The pace of the practice will be slow, and we will be spending at least 5 to 6 breaths or maybe more in each pose so that we can really connect with our practice. At the same time, you will be feeling moved enough, worked up enough after this practice, and get ready for a great spinal release after the practice. So let's meet on the mat and let's explore this practice together. I am today going to sit in Virasana for the breath awareness. So maybe keeping your knees hip distance apart. If you're choosing Virasana for yourself, or if you're sitting in cross-legged position, feel free to do that. Taking your calves out, taking your hips in between your feet, and your feet will be parallel to each other. If you want to slide a cushion under your hips, if that feels more comfortable. Roll your shoulders back, relax your spine. Relax your chest and keep your chin parallel to the floor. We'll be focusing mostly on our spine today. Breathe, gently close your eyes. Allow your body weight to settle down on the ground. And turning your whole awareness inwards within you, taking all your attention out from external, anything that you might be thinking, maybe thinking about future, any other activity that you are yet to do, or thinking of someone else, anything that is external to you. Just let all of that be there, out there. And mentally you turn inward and noticing what is happening inside you. Any feeling that arises, let us not judge that, and just watching that rise and fall of your feelings within your body, the rise and fall of different sensations, and just watching them as mere sensations without labeling them as anything else. Let us feel our existence as deep as we can feel. And let's join the palms together to the heart center. We'll be chanting one Om Ti Shantis. Breathe in. Shanti, Shanti. Shanti. As you exhale, you can open your eyes, interlace your fingers, turn your palms up towards the ceiling. As you raise your arms up, lift your spine, maybe looking up towards the ceiling, arc your spine a little bit, opening your chest, a little bit of back bend here. And as you exhale, start to fold over nice and slow. No matter if you are in cross-leg position or in Virasana, wherever you reach, place your palms on the mat, maybe walk your palms a little bit more forward, lengthening your torso, lengthening your spine, relax your shoulders here. And let us walk our palms to the right, as far as right you can, feeling a release in the left side of your rib cage and the torso, and walk your palms to the left. And we're going to repeat it about 2 to 3 times. So you can keep walking, reach out to the far of left, and then move back to your right. Moving back onto your left. And one more time, back to your right. And back to your left. Walking your palms back to the center, walk your palms back towards your body, bringing your torso back in the center. Swing your knees forward in front of you. Bend your right knee and hug your right under thigh. Start to rotate your knees and your shin in circular motion about 3 to 4 rounds and changing the direction. Placing the back of your right foot over your left thigh. Inhale, bring your knee close to the chest. Exhale, knee closer to the floor. Inhale and exhale. Keep repeating. About 5 to 6 rounds here. Release, change the side, and again hug your left under thigh. Start to rotate your shin clockwise and anti-clockwise. Back of your left foot over your thigh, moving your hip, working on your groin and your pelvic bone here by moving your knee up and down. And after a few rounds, release and swing your knees back. Let us move on to our 4th tabletop position. Inhale, press your chest down and arc your spine. Align your shoulders with the wrist, hips with your knees, the back of your foot resting. Find the arc in your spine. Lift your chin up, look up towards the ceiling. Exhale, chin to the chest, tailbone pointing down. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, exhale, chin to the chest, tailbone down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep repeating. And coming back to the center. Lift your right leg and stretch your right leg out. Maybe stay here, or if possible, stretch your left arm also out. Holding here for about 5 breaths into balancing table. And change the side. Extend your left knee out and the right arm out. Feeling a nice lengthening in the torso as you hold here. Exhale again, coming back on your force. Tuck your toes, lift your knees up, moving into the downward dog, taking your hips back. And you may want to walk your heels a little bit to loosen up your hamstrings. And from here, bend both of your knees. You can step, walk, or jump forward. Inhale, half lift. Hands can be on your shin. And maybe raise your arms a little bit up, bringing your upper arms parallel to your ear. Or maybe bend your knees also slightly if it feels a little challenging on your hamstrings to hold on to your torso. Exhale to slowly folding forward and roll your spine all the way up. Vertebrae by vertebrae, roll your shoulders back to move into your Tadasana. Palms facing forward, chin parallel to the floor. Relax your shoulders, find your body in one line. Find your rooting, find your grounding, connect back with your breath. Stepping to keeping your feet hip distance apart, shift all your weight on your left foot, bend your right knee, lift it up and start to rotate your knee up and down. And if you want, you can take the help of the wall on the side of you, clockwise and then maybe anti-clockwise. Changing the leg, shift your weight on the left foot and start to rotate. And coming back to the center, stretch your arms in the T shape. We are going to work a little bit on shoulder tapping. So cross your arms to tap your shoulders. And there has to be a free flow movement, just getting rid of all the stagnant energy from the shoulders here. You may hear the sound, but don't worry, I'm not beating myself up. So you don't also have to beat yourself up. Making sure that you have enough control. At the same time, the arms are free enough to really move freely. To tap your shoulders, all parts of your shoulders, the top and the bottom. And from here, release. Now step to the top of the mat, back into your Tadasana. Let us move into Surya Namaskara A. As you inhale, raise your arms to join your palms together. Look at your thumb. A nice lengthening in your spine here. Exhale, you can start to fold over. You can bend your knees if you need to, the crown of your head pointing down. Inhale, half lift. Hands can be on your shin or on the mat. Exhale, step back into your plank. In your plank, align your shoulders with the wrist, feet 90 degree. Look forward and then you can drop your knees wherever they are. Bring your chest in between your palms, resting your chin on the mat. Inhale, bring your pelvis down, lift your chest up, look up towards the ceiling for upward dog. Exhale, move on to your force, take your hips back, tuck your toes, lift your knees to move back into the downward dog. If your heels are not reaching the ground, that's okay. Just finding your chest reaching to your thighs. Relax your torso and hold. As you exhale, bend both of your knees to step, jump, or walk forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, head into fold. Inhale, Raise your arms up to join your palms. Look at your thumbs. Exhale back into your foundation pose, Samasthiti. Let us move at least 2 more times into Surya Namaskara A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, start to fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into your plank. Lower down, follow the cues from the previous round. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Finding the transition that feels best for you, and your body will tell you the best that how you should be transitioning from one pose to another. So making sure you're listening to your body. Breathe and relax here. As you exhale, bend your knees to step, jump or walk forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, head into fold. Inhale, arms all the way back up. Join your palms. Exhale, back into your Tadasana. Inhale. Exhale to fold. Inhale, head up. Exhale, step or jump back into your plank. Lower down. Choose your variation. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Breathe and connect with your breath. As you inhale, exhale, bring your right leg forward, drop your left knee on the mat. If you want, support your left knee with a cushion. Place your palms on your thighs, open your chest, a slight back bend, or maybe join your palms, open your chest up towards the ceiling for Anjaneya Asana. We'll be focusing on the spine as mentioned. So, little bit of back bends here. Releasing the spine, opening the chest at the same time. Bring your palms to the heart center and then twisting to your right little bit. Look over your right shoulder here. In the lunge itself, allow your hips to go forward. Coming back, bring your palms back in the center. Place your palms on the mat. Tuck your back toe. Lift your back knee up from the mat, and then take your right leg back. Coming into your plank, lower down. Choose your variation. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Bring your left leg forward, right knee on the floor for your Anjaneya Asana. Choosing your variation for the position of your arms. It can get a little challenging balancing without your arms on the mat. So make sure you're listening to the body, not falling down. Keep sinking your hips forward. And bring your palms to the heart center, twisting to your left. Look over your left shoulder. Coming back to the center, place your palms on the mat, tuck your back toe, and you're going to try and step a right leg forward to the top of the mat, or else you can walk. Bend both of your knees, inhale, arms up for your chair pose. Upper arm parallel to the ear, tuck your tailbone in. And join your palms, straighten your knees, open your chest up towards the ceiling, release your palms, open your arms, opening them in the T shape, bending your elbows, fingers bending your elbows at the 90 degree, and fingers pointing back, finding a nice back bend here and opening in the chest. And again, bring your palms back to the heart center. Exhale back into your Tadasana. Open your legs to about 3 feet distance apart for Utthita Trikonasana. Amazing pose for your back. Inhale, stretch your arms. Lengthen the right side of your body. Exhale, start to fold over. Maybe right knee micro bend if need be. Left arm up or on your hips. Keep sending your left hip back. Our purpose is to really open our hip pelvis to the front. As you inhale, slowly come up. Bend your right knee to turn your right foot in and exhale, open your left leg. Stretch your left side, exhale, bending over. Reach out to your shin, ankle, wherever you reach. And find the lengthening in the torso here. The right foot active, absolutely active. Both of your feet are nice and active. Rooted in the ground as if there's a magnet attracting your feet down. Again, bend your knee to come all the way back up, turning the left foot in to 4 feet distance. Hands on your hips, Prasarita Padottanasana. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, start to fold forward, keeping your chin forward, palms in between your mat. And inhale, half lift. Exhale, head into fold. Palms will be shoulder distance apart. The crown of your head pointing down, finding that lengthening in your torso, and breathe. Feel free to micro bend your knees. If you feel you're rounding your spine, then it's better to micro bend the knees instead of rounding the spine. As you inhale, look back up, walk your palms forward for wide-legged downward dog, and maybe about 3 to 4 breaths here. Chest reaching out to your thighs. Again, a great pose for your spine and lengthening of your torso. Take your right palm, catching hold of your left ankle or your shin. Open your chest towards your left from the loop of your palm, loop of your left arm. And feel the twist in your back here. Try and keep your hips aligned as much as you can. And feeling a nice stretch in your left hamstring. Exhale, bring your right palm back down on the mat and catching hold of your left shin with your right shin with your left palm, and again finding the twist in your back as you open your chest to the right. Again, coming back in the center, walk your palms back into the center of your mat and then step to the top of your mat. Moving into Parshvottanasana, pyramid pose, keeping your left foot back slightly diagonal. Either join your palms together behind you or cross your arms. Inhale, open your chest, finding that shoulder blades coming together, and exhale, start to fold over. Keep sending your right hip back. If you have to micro bend your front knee, feel free to do that. Again, bend your knee to come all the way up. Step your left leg forward and right leg back. Slightly diagonal. Open your chest again. Inhale, lift your torso. Exhale, start to fold over. Find the lengthening in your spine, keeping your chin forward. Inhale, bend your knee to come up, step to the top of the mat, bend both of your knees, palms to the heart center, twist to your right, left elbow outside your right knee, and knees will remain in one line, so it's not that your left knee is going ahead, keeping them in line. Look over your right shoulder. Coming back in the center, change the side. Right elbow outside your left knee. Look over your left shoulder. Coming back in the center, exhale to fold forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step back into your plank. Lower down, knees, chest to chin or chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. From here, cross your legs to sit down on your mat. Extend your legs to the front into Dandasana and chin parallel to the floor. Found your rooting, maybe knees pressing down towards the floor. If you want, you can also grab a belt or a scarf for next pose, which is your seated forward fold. As you inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, start to fold forward, reach out to your shin, ankle, or hook your toes or wrap the belt around the mount of your toes, pulling the belt towards your hips. We'll try to keep our spine nice and straight here, and we lead this fold with a chest open. If your knees are micro bent, that's fine. So again, aim, if you're rounding your spine, instead of that, aim for your knees to be micro bent a little, as long as you're getting a good stretch in your hamstrings. Relax your shoulders. And as you inhale, look back up, exhale, release, moving into a twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. So bend your right knee, place your right foot outside your left knee, and maybe bending your left knee as well, bringing your left foot closer to your right hip. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist to your left. Right palm behind you, sending the floor away. Left elbow outside your right knee. Find the lengthening in the torso, body weight equal on both of your sit bones. Exhale again, release. Let's change the side. You can either cross your legs over or you can follow the same cues as you did on the other side to move on to the other side. Inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist to your left. And again, as you exhale, release. We are going to open both of our legs on the side for Ovesht Konasana. And then we are also going to do a bit of side release. So you can maybe micro bend your knees if need be, or place your palms in front of you. Walk your palms forward. And as you walk your palms forward, make sure that you're leading this through your chest again, tilting the pelvis forward, rolling your thighs a little bit forward, and maybe a little bit of movement from up and down towards the floor and up towards the ceiling to find that little bit more opening in your groin and in your hips. Again, this will help you to loosen up your hamstrings. It will loosen up your lower back, making overall stiffness lesser and lesser for you. And walk your palms back, keeping your legs nice wide open. Inhale, lengthen up. If you are struggling to stay in the center, maybe draw a cushion under your hips. Exhale, twist to your right here again, working on the spine, twisting, releasing all the tension from your spine, and feeling this twist in your mid back. Pelvis forward, just shoulders going back. Release, inhale, lengthen up, and exhale, twist to your other side. Again, coming back to the center, bend your right knee and draw your right foot closer to your sit bone. And we are going to move into the side release for our spine. So you can either place your left palm on your left shin, or rotate your left forearm, catch hold of your left foot from inside on the side. So this elbow kind of pressing your knee back, and stretch your right arm, bring your right upper arm parallel to the ear, folding over to the left side. Again, keep sending your right shoulder back, the right pelvis back, and feeling this nice stretch that flows from your pelvis all the way to your upper back. Inhale to come back in the center, release and change the side, opening your right leg. Finding the variation for your position for your right arm here. Stretch your left arm, bending over to your right as you bring your left upper arm parallel to your ear. Again, as you inhale, come back to the center. We'll be taking a round of vinyasa. So you can cross your legs, place your palms on the mat to move into your plank, lower down to chaturanga or knees, chest to chin. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. And obviously we are going to lie down on our belly here, placing your forearms on the mat, working on our spine today, focusing on the spine. So let us some focused asanas for your back. So allow your shoulder to be in line with your elbows, pressing those fingertips down, lifting your torso, finding that sensation flowing all the way down to your tailbone, and breathe into it. As you exhale, release. Place your palms right next to your chest, moving into your cobra. And when we are moving into the cobra, we are going to lift the chest up, look over the right shoulder, looking to your right toe. Come back to the ground. Again, inhale, lift up, look over your left shoulder and the left toe. Come back to the ground and then in the center. And we're going to hold in the center for 5 breaths. Exhale, slowly bring your head back down. Locust pose, interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, start to lift your torso up and lift your feet, knees off the floor. Lift as much as you can. And as you exhale, Release. Place your palms right next to your chest. Tuck your toes. Lift up. Come on to your fours. Align your knees with your hips and start to walk your palms forward for your puppy pose. Again, a nice deep in your spine here. Maybe bottom of your palm pressing the floor away. Resting your chin or forehead on the mat. Again, press your palms against the floor to walk your palms back, coming into the kneeling down position. Moving into the camel pose. So you can tuck your toes or place the back of your foot on the mat, hands on your hips, pressing your hips forward, open the chest. Maybe reach out to your heels one by one or together. Press your pelvis forward and drop your head back. Palms back on your hips, a nice and gentle movement in your neck. If you want, you can rotate your neck into a circular motion clockwise and anti-clockwise. Bring your hips back onto your heels, taking your torso down into the child pose, arms on the side. Relax your back muscles here. And from here, if you want, you can take the round of vinyasa or simply swing your knees forward as you lift yourself back up and lying down on your back. You're going to move into sleeping pigeon pose. Again, very good asana for your sciatica if you have back pain or if you want to release your lower back a bit. So keeping both of the knees bent and place your left ankle over the right ankle over the left thigh and then lift your left foot off the floor, hug your shin or hug your under thigh. Alternatively, you can use the belt to wrap the belt around your shin and pull the belt towards your hips, pressing that knee towards your chest. At the same time, feel your lower back being pressed down on the ground. So whichever body part, whatever you focus on starts working and starts healing. So just make sure that you're also focusing, you're also being aware of the body part that we are working on. Sending the energy of your intention there. Exhale to release and change the side. Again, as you exhale, release. Let us move into a twist. So you can stretch your arms in the T shape. Maybe stretch your left leg forward, bend your left and right knee and drop it onto your left. And then maybe if it is possible for you, bend your left knee as well, drawing your left foot closer to your hip. Reach out with your palm to catch hold of your left foot for cat pulling its tail. And maybe dropping your head to the right side. Coming back to the center, let's change the side. You can simply stay here or move into pulling your foot. And release, move into your Shavasana. Arms on the side. Loosen up your clothes. If you want to cover yourself with a sheet or something, feel free to do that. Chin tucked in, legs away from your body, like from each other, touching the longer edge of your mat. And allow yourself to release and let go and just immerse yourself into the experience that you're having right now. So we are not trying to deviate from our experience. We are not trying to change whatever we are experiencing right now. We are just merging ourselves with that experience into this relaxation. And if you feel your mind is just going everywhere, you can choose a mantra, you can chant a mantra, relax into that chanting, or you can choose a sound that is coming from somewhere and connect with that sound, relax into that listening. You can use any of your senses to engage yourself and use that as a hook. And you can continue in this relaxation for longer time if you wish, if you would like to come out, making that nice and gentle movement in your fingers, in your toes. Move your head from one side to the other. And bring your feet together to stretch your arms up, stretch your whole body. Make whatever sound that you feel like making, whatever naturally comes. And then bend your knees, roll over to your right, and slowly coming up into your sitting posture. Let us take a moment to absorb the practice, breathing from both of your nostrils. And join your palms to the heart center. We'll be chanting one Om Tri Shantis. Breathe in. Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you for joining me in. I really hope to see you soon again in some other practice. If you have anything to say, any feedback or anything that you would like to highlight, I would be happy to see your comments in the comments section. Otherwise, see you next time. Bye bye.